search strategy. Under the search strategy component, we look at the Boolean operators, we look at the identification of key concepts, and then we are going to look at the filters and the limits. Filters is just used to reduce down the results by applying filters based on the criteria like language, study type, or geographical location. It's just not a matter of doing research, but you have to know on what are you going to carry out your research on. You have to know the language of which you want your content to be represented to you on, because you don't say that you don't know like English and you want you know English but you want your content to be written in Kiswahili yet you don't know Kiswahili, so you have to be specific on the language you want. Or next, you have to know the study type. What is the type of studies you are going to carry, or the geographical location. You have to know where am I going to get now the information from, based on which area, on which regions. So like for example, you can say is what are the effects of climate change on agriculture in Uganda for the last 3 years. So this for the last 3 years becomes now the limits. For the last 3 years become the limits. And then climate change on agriculture in this now the filters. You are now filters the informations from what has been given to you as the question. Now Uganda here, if you look at this Uganda, it's become now the geographical location. So this question is demanding us now to carry out our research basing on the climate change on agriculture in Uganda for the last 3 years. Now, filters help you to focus on the most relevant and specific information. It's just not a matter of just typing these things here, but you have to know what are you going to carry your research on. What is the topic of your research? Not just a matter of picking your PC and you start doing your typing that you are now carrying out your research. You have to know the topic of your research. For example, when researching recent trends, limits results to publication to the last 3 years. Now, when you limit that on the results that comes just within the 3 years, specific reasons and the reason for studies, you have to know in which area or in which geographical locations do I want to know the climate change in. Like for this case, this is talking of Uganda. So we wanted to know the effect of climate change on agriculture in Uganda. So guys, this is how we can use the filter and limits as the component of such strategy. So guys, I will stop here. Remember to like my video, share it, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss my next video. In our next video, I'm going to talk about another component of such strategy. Love you guys. Have a nice day.